Devang Nanavati, BJP spokesperson, Gujarat. Manoj Jha of the RJD in Delhi. Ami Yagnik of the Gujarat Congress. My first question to the BJP National Treasurer and Member of Parliament, Piyush Goyal. Mr. Goyal, it's quite apparent from what Narendra Modi has said that his eyes are now firmly set on the national stage.
Well, of course, we will be very delighted if his eyes are set there, because finally we want somebody who can deliver and somebody who's willing to take the challenges before the nation and do something about it, rather than an alternate leader whose so-called vision that we heard today was only despising what all his family and his party have done for so many years and offering no hope for the future. Literally telling us there's nobody who can solve your problems, you probably give up and go away. Somebody who's reluctant to be a leader, somebody who's reluctant to face the challenges, somebody who's reluctant to act and serve his nation can be no leader for India. I would rather have somebody who is willing to catch the bull by the horns and do something. However, Narendra Bhai has not made any pitch or anything. He was trying to tell the audience, he was trying to tell the people,
Mr. Goyal,
look,
Mr. Goyal,
we are all,
Mr. Goyal,
we are all here to serve the nation.
Mr. Goyal,
we all have to do something.
Mr. Goyal, we understand.
Nation.
Mr. Goyal, that part, you see, the thing is now, this...
Arnab, I am Piyush for you.
I'm so sorry. Piyush, you see, Mr. Piyush Goyal, this whole business of... oh
my God, you had made it worse.
The whole business, Mr. Piyush Goyal, of trying to speak in an about-turn, indirect manner, subtle, it's not lost on people. People know when a politician wants to be direct, when he wants to be indirect, when he wants to send a message, and the only interpretation I had, let's get Ami Yagnik into this, the only interpretation I had is a person who has been saying, I am committed to Gujarat, only Gujarat, people of Gujarat, 60 million people of Gujarat, it is their responsibility, I have to fulfill their dreams, etc., etc., is now clearly saying whatever opportunity anybody gets to clear his debt to the nation, one must do it so the next generation does not face that debt. There is a twist in the script now. The script isn't Ahmedabad anymore, the script is Delhi. Ami Yagnik, what do you think?
I think Arnav, this has been going on for quite a while. This is not the first bid that he is making today, bringing India into the picture. He's been starting his speeches in Hindi, though he addresses the people of Gujarat.
I think there is a... No, watch, Ami, I can't hear you clearly. I'll set up your mic first, and then I'm going to come back to you. Manoj, let me get you in till then. What do you think? Is he pitching? Devang, I'm coming to you. Is he pitching? Is he pitching?
Arnav. Before I say about pitching or not, I believe it's a blatant case of false face must hide what the false heart does know, including Mr. Narendra Modi and others who is part of his bandwagon. It's a case of surrogate advertisement. When he talks about, and all of us know surrogate advertisement, that a liquor company tries to sell playing cards of soda in the name of just for the heck of it, where the intent is to sell the liquor. The fact is, Mr. Narendra Modi, a person who does not respect the idea of India, for him unity in diversity has no value beyond the cliche. I believe that if he tries to pitch for India or the national role, I think it's a sad day for all of us. I'm not saying this only as a spokesperson for a political party. I have been working in Gujarat, I have been writing about it, my doctoral is on it, and I believe that this person who he never had the albatross syndrome, never had a remorse, a sense that so many people died because I followed a particular kind of politics. I don't think that when he says Karz utarna hai, he means it actually. He actually wants India to be more indebted with respect to, because Gujarat, Arnab.
I'm getting in Devang Nanavati. I believe that you have an opposition to Narendra Modi there. However, my question was, is he pitching? Devang, is he pitching? I'm going to come back on whether he will be successful if he pitches, but is he pitching?
Arnab, I think this is the fourth time, at least on your channel, that I'm repeating. Let's not be naive. You know, Mr. Narendra Modi is today one of the tallest and most important political leaders on the political front of India, whether we agree, disagree with him, whether we like, dislike him or his policies or his actions or whatever have been in the past. The question is that you can't ignore him. You would be politically naive to ignore him. Secondly, for one of the finest chief ministers in India, one of the most able leaders, one of the tallest leaders of the largest political party in India, what is wrong to have an ambition to lead the country, to work for the country after having successfully done it for a state? Secondly, this 60
but
million people of Gujarat,
Devang Nanavati, is it not time to be a little more, is it not time to be a little clear, Devang Nanavati, 1 minute, is it not time to be a,
I'm coming to that,
Devang, the point is, the point is, Devang, 1 minute please, you see, you can't,
yes.
You have to be quite clear whether you are in the game or not. You, like every other time, he appears to be very coy. He appears to be very coy when asked about the Prime Minister.
Let me be blunt.
So be blunt. Does he have Prime Ministerial ambitions?
Arnab been answering. Yes.
Yes.
Well, question of ambition, I don't know. I am not Mr. Narendra Modi. But I'll tell you this much. He is as clear as he can be that he wants to do everything for Gujarat. He wants to do everything for India. There is a political process within the party, within the NDA, to select the Prime Ministerial candidate. And whichever nominee wants to do that will participate. You will have to wait for that
but
time.
Is he getting restless?
That time,
is he getting restless? Is he getting
no,
restless?
He's not getting restless.
Piyush Goyal, is he getting restless?
He is not getting restless. And one more thing before you go to Piyush, Arnab, this 60 million people of Gujarat and this little state called Gujarat do not exist on Mars or Venus. They are part of India.
Okay, one minute,
when Mr. Modi says he is serving the people of Gujarat, he is serving the people of India also.
Yes, please. Piyush, is he getting restless?
Arnab, can I briefly say? Because all the superlatives used by Mr. Nanavati, all the superlatives have a flaw. Because first of all, he should understand when Mr. Narendra Modi presents himself as synonyms of 6 crore Gujarati, there is a major flaw. 6 crore Gujaratis are believer of Vaishnav Janto Tene Kahiye. They don't believe in ghettoization.
No,
they don't believe in making we and they.
You see, the thing is,
Manoj needs to fight an election and win.
Coming from a party. Yeah, exactly. And coming from a party who always fought it on this vote bank or other.
Can I just come back? One second, please. Piyush's turn, please. Piyush, politicians like Narendra Modi don't quote casual conversations just like that. He's quoting a conversation with someone, saying, this person told me you fulfilled your responsibility to Gujarat. It is time to fulfill your responsibility to India. Now, Narendra Modi is not going to say something like that, just like that, Piyush. You know that. I know that. He's obviously thought it through.
May I explain? In our party, in our system, we are all here to work for the party. We have a motto that it's the nation first, the party next, and self last. Should the party choose to give him an opportunity in a particular designation, he'll be delighted to do that. If in some other form, he'll be delighted to do that. Now, for your years, you are only looking at who will be the Prime Minister. Now, whether he's Prime Minister, whether he's party president, whether he's Chief Minister, he's a cabinet minister, or even an opposition leader like we are all now. We are all working for the nation. Whatever opportunities come to us, whatever opportunities the party feels we are fit to do, we are all doing that. So, y'all are more hell-bent on that.
No,
I would urge you to find out from Mr. Manmohan Singh a categorical answer rather than his response that it's a hypothetical situation.
You see, what is
or from Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who has almost given up that there is no hope for this nation, and certainly I cannot do anything is the message he has given to India today.
Arnav, let me say that is nothing of the kind. Arnav.
Ami Yagnik to Piyush Goyal. Yes, Ami.
Yes, there is nothing like that what Rahul ji said. He was very optimistic and he only talked about the country and the people of the country. He was never one-centric or individual-centric.
Tell me about Modi.
Yes, I was talking on that. I was just answering to Piyush ji. Just see the speech of Mr. Modi today, and this is not new. It is not the first time he's bid for this kind of a position. He's been aspiring for this for a long time now. If you see the last couple of years, he's only been addressing in Hindi to a Gujarati audience all the time, but always the intent is to address that he's addressing to India. Today he said Bharat ka कर्ज उतारना है.
Madam,
So he's moved from Gujarat. He's making some kind of a desperate signal to his own party what he wants to be, and the strong
Amiben, unlike the Congress where we have
the fact of life is the whole world wants to listen to him. वो बेचारे क्या करें अगर सब सुनना चाहते हैं, हर चैनल उनको लाइव दिखाते हैं, उनकी हर भाषण को पूरे देश में लोग उत्सुकता से सुनते हैं, क्योंकि they see hope in that leader, they see the
voices of the people.
And Amiben, we don't have a choice foisted on us. Amiben, we don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice
beyond the Gandhi family.
To snatch an opportunity which is not there.
Oh, but you don't even aspire. Amiben in the BJP, I can aspire to be a prime minister. In the Congress party, you cannot aspire to be a prime minister. Exactly. So you worry about who is going to be your prime minister. It has to be only whom the family endorses. Unlike the BJP, where everyone can prove by their merit and by their hard work and can claim a democratic spot.
There's a question. One minute, please. I'm coming to 1 minute.